Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Hello.
Yeah,
Did you try to read those?
yeah, I read some of those, like which you mentioned in Notepad.
Okay.
Team
Once
size,
yeah,
DNEXT,
I'm
like.
able to hear through headset.
Uh-huh.
I'm not able to hear through my headset.
Okay, okay. Shall I connect through phone?
No, yeah, I connected through headset. I'm not hearing through headset.
Okay.
Okay. So, so which, how many functions are you remembering right now? How many you can
None.
remember?
Almost all are like not exactly. They are like confusing.
Okay.
It,
So,
it takes time, like 2 days, I think, to remember exactly.
yeah. Okay. Practice. And then change over. So first, I'll start with dimension functions, okay,
Okay.
so that your confusion will be clear.
Yeah.
I have to. So see, basically, we can create dimensions through three types. Okay, one is manual, second is through TA process, and third is through Excel. Okay, so when I say Excel, in Excel there is option which we never follow. Okay, so let me show that first. I'll show you that option.
What is this TM1 perspectives?
This is one kind of tool one kind of client within the TM1. Like I said, we have architect, perspective, TM1 web, contributor, and application.
Yeah.
So contributor and application together now they are called as performance modelers. Okay.
Okay.
This is one tool. Like I said, this is an add-on Excel. When you open this, you can have interface with the Excel.
Okay.
Okay. You see here, right, under TM1, there is an option called dimensions worksheet. Okay.
Yeah.
So using this also, you can create a new dimension. Okay. Hey, where are you?
Uh,
Are you in front of laptop?
yeah, I'm front of laptop.
Okay. Okay, fine. So this is one way of creating dimension. Okay. Just you can create the dimension. Say test. Okay. And you can give all those elements here.
Okay.
Okay, but we never follow this because it has a disadvantage. With dimension names will not, element names will not update.
Okay, why?
Because this is Excel, right? Always we need to go. It's more of like always manual work.
Okay.
So that's why we never follow this Excel. And we need to definitely have an Excel file extra for this. That's why we never follow this. Creating dimension through worksheet.
Okay.
Okay. So this is one option, and the other is going here and doing it manually, like our own, like just create dimension, create new dimension. Okay, dimension, edit, insert element. Like I said, we have three different kind of element types in the dimension. That is simple or numeric, string, and consolidated.
Okay.
Okay, simple or numeric. Okay, we call simple or numeric, whatever it is. Numeric elements are being represented as simple, and string element as string. Okay, and just say like test add. So by default, element weight. Okay, as like I said, I'll show you how it works. Okay, once if you go to cube, then I'll show you this weight factor.
Yeah.
Okay, just click OK and save it. Say test. Click OK. Okay, so you can see your dimension test here. Okay, so this is subset editor.
Okay.
Okay, so this is another way of creating the dimension. Okay, and now third, it is very important. It's through TA process. So whatever you learned as a dimension manipulations, we'll work on all those functions today. Okay.
Okay.
So first, this is my source. Okay. This is the file given by the client. This may be like Excel file or any table.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you see here, we have two columns. One it is representing like golf shop, department store, different kinds of channels.
Mm.
Okay, and this is all channel. See, when you see something like this, in any CSV file or table, it means that this is a parent consolidated element.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one is parent? The all
The
channels is the
repeat,
parent.
yeah, yes. Whichever it is repeated, it may be more than one time. If it repeats, then that is a parent.
Okay.
Okay. In this case, let us say all channel has this many childs.
Mm.
Okay. So this is parent and this is child. So now
Okay.
I want to create a dimension using TA process. What is the function to create a dimension?
Uh, Function to create dimension. So create.
No, no, you need to keep exact dimension.
Don't know.
Okay. So it is nothing but dimension create.
Dimension create. Okay.
Okay. So through CS through TI, how we create the dimension? Okay. Go
Yeah.
to turbo process, right click, create new process. So here our source is CSV file. Okay. You can take
Okay.
it as text, click on text and go to data source name and browse that. Okay, and you can go to desktop and take channels.csv. Okay,
Okay.
click OK. This is the data source name, and if you see here data source name and server, this is like if you have under one application, like sorry, under one server, if you have 3 4 applications, then you can use the same name here. Okay, so wherever it is, let us say our servers are in US and these CSV files are in India. If you
What
want
is
to
this
take
CSV files?
It's a source, okay. It's a source where our data is lying.
Okay.
Okay, comma separated value. CSV is comma separated value with Excel in Excel.
Okay.
And this is delimiter type and this delimiter. When we say delimiter type, whether it is fixed width or delimited, it shows. And delimiter it shows whether between the values there is comma or space or tab, semicolon or some other things.
Mm.
Okay, that is delimiter. And code character, it's like single quotes or double quotes, all those. If you have any title records, and then you can say it one. Okay, here in our source, I think we don't have anything. So always make decimal separator as dot and thousand separator as comma. Okay, now you
Okay.
can see the same source. Okay, if we have even million records, you can see only top 10 values on this.
Mm.
Okay. So now we can say only 9 because I think our source has only 9 records, so that it is showing 9, but by default you can see only 10. Okay, now this is
Yeah.
data source step. So this is what we do in the data source step. It may
Yeah.
be like text or ODBC or any other source, but these are all things are common. We should give the data source name, and if it is ODBC, then it will ask for the username and password and query. So select star from any products table like that. Okay, we have to give
Okay.
data source name like goal equipment, sorry, go sales or whatever is the data source name. Okay, it is like schema name or whatever, and the username password as it is what we have in the database, and query select star from product. So once you are saying sorry, select product the query, you can see the records like values are here.
Okay.
Okay, and the same way it will be like delimited, comma, and these all things. Now,
Mm.
once if you see the data source tab, okay, so you can come to the variables. This is two other variables. Okay.
Okay.
Now here you name it. We need to name it. Okay, it should be some meaningful name. Here what we'll do, we'll just say V channels. Okay, and
Yeah.
this one it is V total channels. So you can ask me, to remove the V, but why I am not removing, because for knowing that this we are fetching from some data source. That's why it is like variables. V indicates for the variable. So these are the best practice given, to follow.
Okay.
Okay, and this variable type it is string. Both are the string. Okay.
If it's like
So
numeric, what we take
then
the
if it
same
is
name
numeric, yeah, no, you take it as numeric.
in channel.
No, in channel. No,
Okay.
see, numeric comes only when we are loading the cube, because now dimensions most probably, it will be string or numeric. So
Okay.
mostly it will be string elements, okay?
String. Okay.
And this is how the variable type we give, whether string or numeric, and sample value. So for V channels, it is showing that this is a sample value, okay? And for V total channel, this is just as a sample values, okay? And now this content, if you see under content, we have ignore element consolidation data attribute other.
Okay.
Okay, as of now, if you see, this maps tab is disabled.
Yeah. Yeah. It's disabled.
Yeah, yeah, because here I am just saying ignore. Okay, if you want to write init script in our TI in the advanced tab, we always need to say this as ignore. So sorry, not ignore. We have to say other.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you say other, then we can write our script. If we use other than ignore other, let us see. I am saying this V channel is an element. Okay. Now just see, maps tab will it gets enabled. See, it got enabled. Okay.
Okay.
So because this maps tab is used for manually, okay, it won't be in our control, but still, if you don't want to write script, this is like basic you need to learn. But in Project Center they won't allow to use this maps tab. Okay, and this
Okay.
is an element, and this is total channel is a consolidated. Okay. So now go back to the maps tab, and now what you're doing, you are creating no dimensions. Okay, now we are dealing with the dimensions. So write the dimension name here. Okay, channel, and if you see here, now the action is as is. What happens if I click of writing the name and I'm saying enter? So its action becomes create.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this, yeah, why this element type, why I'm giving us numeric, because if tomorrow in the cube if you want to load data, it always be numeric across channels. It may be 10 channels, 20 channels, or 5 channels, whatever. That's why here I'm leaving it as a numeric.
Okay.
Okay, and by input just say automatic name, sorry, hierarchy and ascending. Okay,
Mm.
sorry, automatic and hierarchy. So now go to consolidation, and it's already there, and say by input automatic name ascending, it will be default. So this is how we arrange. This is what maps tab we do. We do like this. There is no script. Okay. Now
Mm.
see what happens in the once if you click this, we need to go to the advanced tab. Okay. So
Okay.
advanced tab, click on the parameters, prologue, metadata, data, epilogue. Okay.
Mm.
So now what we are creating, we are creating only the dimension channels.
Okay.
Yes. So we didn't give any parameters, so that there is no parameters.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the prologue, there is, see, it's saying dimension destroy, dimension create, and dimension sort order. Okay, this
Dimension.
dimension destroy, it automatically created by this script. These are the scripts like what I'm saying. It is already automatically created by TM1. It's one script, because whatever we
Okay.
have done in the maps tab, that is being created in the advanced tab.
Okay. Only these three will be every time created, like dimension, digital dimension, create dimension.
No, it's not like that. Not like that. Whatever,
Okay.
this is through maps tab. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why in the prologue tab you can see dimension destroy, dimension create, dimension sort order.
Yeah.
Okay. But here you are not seeing dimension element component add. Like I said, dimension element component add, it is used for the, for what purpose it is used? Dimensional element for component add.
This for adding elements.
Having?
I don't know that.
Yeah, it's for creating the hierarchy.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see here dimension element component hierarchy is being created. That is
That's
done in the
metadata.
metadata. Okay. Always remember, mostly we do hierarchy, all those things in metadata, like dimension element component and all the things. Okay. And in the
Okay.
prologue, we just say dimension create.
Prologue what?
Dimension create.
The dimension create prologue.
Yeah. Okay. And in the metadata, it is dimension creating the hierarchy.
Creating
Okay.
hierarchy.
Yeah, since we are doing only with the dimensions, we don't find anything in the data because we are not loading any data.
Yeah.
Okay, and in epilogue, it's nothing but we are closing our source connection between TM1 and the
So the thing is where the data loading will be found.
here in the data tab.
Okay.
Okay, and data load we do only in the cube, not in the dimensions.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, in the dimensions we load elements which is used for the hierarchy or to create the dimension.
Okay.
Okay, and in the cube we always load the data. Okay, now you remember prologue where it
prologue
says
is for dimension create and metadata is for the hierarchy creation. Data is for the loading data. Epilogue? Epilogue what?
Epilogue, it just closes whatever if you define here in the prologue. This is like an input, okay? Prologue is an input. Input in the sense we are saying to the TM1, see my source is CSV file and I am creating the dimension. So like if any variables or if any constants or if you want to define anything, that we define in the prologue tab.
Okay.
Okay, and in the metadata it is used for the creating the hierarchy. And the data tab it is for loading the data, and an epilogue is where we say close our source connection between the source and the TM1. It's like an output.
Okay.
So prologue is for the
I didn't understand the function of epilogue.
Yeah, epilogue is like in the epilogue we say that we are closing the connection between the source and TM1.
Okay.
Okay, it closes the source. So it is not easy. Blindly you can remember. So whatever the all functions we have done here, it closes in the epilogue.
Okay. Yeah.
Once epilogue execution is done, then it comes out the execution, like it compilers comes out.
Okay.
Okay, what happens in C if you once compiling is done, we see the output, right? In the same way, if epilogue is done, then we can see this TI process will close and it will show the output.
Okay.
So I'll show you that. Okay. So this is how we do to the map step. Okay. Now, okay, what we created channels. Let's say dimension name, and in that we have two types of elements. One is element and consolidated. Okay. If you know, like if you understand something, can you visualize how this hierarchy looks like in the dimension? Okay, like it looks like total channels. Under total channels, you can see golf shop or whatever it is. So now save this. Okay, save this as dimension create. Okay, underscore channels. Always follow this naming convention. Okay, if you are creating a dimension, follow this dimension underscore create the dimension name. And if you are loading cube, just say cube cube load like that. Okay, the cube name or data load. So this is standard naming conventions we use. So now click OK and execute. Okay, this is nothing but run. So process completed successfully. And now if we go to your channel, you can see that. See this hierarchy how it is created.
Okay, okay. What are in the channels they came to?
Yeah, we define as all channel as parent element and this is a child for that.
The child. Yeah.
Yeah. So now
one more thing, I saw the term like child consolidation.
Yeah, this is child, okay.
Yeah.
So always child will be like numeric or string. So that is the lowest level granularity where we enter the data.
Okay, what is child consolidation meaning?
Yeah, child is like a leaf element.
Okay.
So it just when they say hierarchy, this we call it a child, and the topmost like parent we say as a consolidation. If you remember, in general, it's an English term. Consolidation is nothing but forming of group of elements into under that we say as consolidation.
Okay.
Okay, let us say, you have given $100 to your friends. Okay, so each friend you have given like $10, $15, $20 like that.
Yeah.
But your consolidation amount is $100.
$100. Yeah.
So that's what we say consolidated. In the same way here, if we enter something like department store, direct mart, something, it can automatically consolidate and shows that all channel has $100.
Yeah.
So that is consolidation, and the leaf is the lowest level granularity.
Okay.
Are you clear?
Yeah, I'm clear.
Okay. So this is how we are done through map step. Okay. So this thing we never follow in the projects. Okay. Now what we'll do, you just save that. Okay. Remove this, delete this. Okay. Now we go through proper script. Okay. So try to remember all the steps. Just if you practice, then we'll it will be a thing.
Yeah.
Create new process, and this remains same. Okay, whatever it is, this will remain same. The first step will remain. First two steps will remain same always.
Okay.
Okay. So 1000 this one separated say dot and take comma and go to variables and give this as channels. And one more disadvantage in the TM1 is, so if any dimension is created, there is no option to edit that. Okay. If you want to add something or something we have to do means we have to delete that and we have to create new.
So there is no edit option.
Yeah, there is no edit. Like
Whatever.
especially I'm saying naming convention, naming conversion. Okay.
Okay.
Let us say now in place of channel, like what I have done is I have missed L here. Okay.
Okay.
Something N if you missed, and like this is happens when we are developing. Let us say client give a name for the dimension. Okay.
Yeah.
So something it became a typo mistake. Okay. And as a developer, what we do, we just develop and we test our own. Okay. We never recognize our mistakes.
Okay.
So development is done and everything is done, and it gone back to the testing environment. Okay. So in the testing environment, people recognize that the name is not correct. Okay. So you can't go like right click here and edit the dimension. Okay, edit dimension name, not dimension structure. You can't edit that. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you miss like small mistake, then you have to redevelop everything whatever you have done. Okay, because if you delete one dimension, that dimension may be used in many cubes. Okay, and if you return any rules for that cube, then it is very difficult to to correct everything. Of course, we have backup and we can do that, but I am just saying. Okay,
Okay.
so that's how it becomes. It's a very big problem. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So,
even though if
is
you have,
the only thing is the problem no edit in naming, right?
yeah, we can't edit in naming, correct.
Okay.
Okay,
What
now
about in
go.
cube naming?
Any name, once if you are done, that's it. You can't edit that.
In cubes also.
Cubes also.
Okay.
So now just say other for this, okay, and go to advanced tab and say write few constants like C dimension name, okay, is
Yeah.
channels. Okay, so these are constants. Okay, why I'm saying constant, because dimension name we always going to be used, like instead of using channels you can use C dimension name. So we can avoid, ignore or typo mistakes. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
even though if you have written like 20 line script using this C dimension name, okay, so if you write channel name spelling mistake, it throws an error. So every time we have to go back and write. Sometimes let us say you have used C dimension name, okay, and
Yeah.
here you are given spelling mistake. You can come back and just edit this, okay? Just remove that, add something, okay? You don't need to go back to the whole each and every line. So that's why we are using constants and variables, okay?
Okay.
Okay, got it right? Why I am using the constant?
It's a. Can you repeat again once?
Yeah, because let me write the code. Okay, now the function for creating the dimension is dimension create.
Yeah.
Okay, dimension name. Okay, here in place of dimension name, okay, I'm writing my series. Just set. Okay, this is my dimension name. I'm saving as the same way dimension underscore create
Create
channels. Okay,
channels. Yeah.
okay, save it and run it. Process completed successfully. Now it's gone back. So you recognize that this is a spelling mistake.
Mm.
Okay, so go back here. See, if you want to, like, let us say you have done like 20 lines or 30 lines in metadata and everything. Okay, so
Yeah.
what happens? You need to go back and correct in every line.
Yeah.
Okay, in place of that, just use C dimension name. Okay, just say C dimension name. So
Okay.
now what you do, you go here and you just correct only there,
So it will be correct everywhere.
everywhere. That's the
Okay.
use of
Okay.
the constants. Okay.
Okay.
Now
The
save it.
constant. Yeah. Okay. C
Yeah.
dimension.
Yes. Okay. And run it. So it is successful, and you can see.
So there is only one function like C dimension and for constants or any other functions.
No, this is our own definition. Okay. You can create
Okay.
or you can not. It's our own. Okay. To make it
Yeah. Okay.
easy.
Yeah.
Okay. You can say this is one of the best practice also.
Mm.
See, now it gave an error.
Mm.
Okay.
Process uploaded. Check the message log file. Would you like to view the log file?
Yes. Say yes, and go here and see in the first line. Okay.
Yeah.
So what it is saying, dimension create fail for dimension name.
Mm.
Okay, it's saying that dimension created failed.
Yeah.
So why it is failed? Because see this, I'm using constant within the single quotes.
Yeah.
Okay, so only dimension string element name should be within the single quotes.
Mm.
Okay, now remove that.
C. Yeah.
Save and I run it. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
okay, and if you see here, there is channel and there is channels, two dimensions created. Okay, this is the first we have created. Remember, like earlier, I showed you if there is a spelling mistake and like
Mm.
typo
Yeah.
mistake or so this is what that channel, and this is now what we have created.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is how we create dimension. Okay, but for
Mm.
creating a dimension, we want to use one TA. We should create the dimension, we should insert elements, and we have to create the hierarchy in that. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So now what happened? We have created the dimension and go to the metadata tab and say what is the function to insert the element.
Insert a dim ins.
No. So for that, so if you remember dimension element insert, okay, that
Yeah.
is what inserting the elements. Go back to turbo integrator function and go to dimension and dimension element insert. Okay, see here. So dimension element insert, what it says? It says dimension element insert, dimension name, insertion point,
Fine.
element name, element type.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like I said, this one, like if you give one element name, it creates one element.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going back to close this. Okay, go here and say you can. I think you can copy also this. Just copy this. Control. Okay. So
Yeah.
dimension name will be C dimension name. Okay.
Yeah.
And insertion point you can leave it as blank. Okay. We are creating the first element.
Yeah.
Okay. Now in place of element name, what I am doing, I am taking golf shop.
Golf shop. Yeah.
Okay. Just copy this. Okay. Control V. And what kind of element it is? Element type?
It's element type is string.
Okay. Just give it as numeric. Okay. We'll see what happens if we give numeric.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now save this. Okay. And
Yeah.
run it. So it got an error. So what is that error? Dimension create failed for channels. Okay. So now what is this problem? So it says that dimension create fails because there is already dimension name channels. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now what we have to do? Go back to Prolog. Okay. Write an if condition. Okay. If. Okay.
Yeah.
Now dimension exists. Okay.
Okay.
See what is the function for dimension exists. The dimension exists, dimension name. Okay. If dimension exists, see dimension name.
See dimension name golf shop.
No, that's not okay. Just wait. Okay. Equal to 0. 0 means I'm saying if it's false,
Okay.
then dimension create. Okay. If not, end if. Okay.
Yeah.
Missing dimension semicolon. Okay. Missing semicolon. Now run it. So okay, because this is open. Okay. If you remember, if you see the error here, it says unable to open data source because our CSV file is it's in open stage. Close this. Okay. And go back and save it and once again run it. So it says process completed successfully.
Successful.
Okay. So go back to our dimension and see channels. So you can see golf shop.
Yeah.
Okay. So now if you remember, so for creating one record, we have used one dimension element. Okay. If it is million, million records, then you can't write million times this one. Okay. So just say simple. In place of golf shop, what we have to do? Okay. Just copy this variable name. Okay.
Okay.
And paste it here. Okay. And save it and run it. Okay. Now go back to the same dimension and you can see the 9 elements attended. So
Yeah.
what happens if even if you have million, like won't be like million, it may be like 1,000 or something. So with this one line, you can able to can load into the dimension.
Okay,
So you
okay.
can load all those 1000 elements in one shot to the dimension.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what else we have to do? We have created the dimension and we have inserted the element. And what else we have to do now?
Create queue.
No, create the hierarchy.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Metadata, yeah.
Yeah. Now once again say dimension element. So what is the function to create the hierarchy?
Hierarchy.
So dimension element component add.
Okay.
Okay. So give the SC dimension name and in place of consolidated element name, what will be the consolidated element? It will
Yeah,
be
it's the V total channel.
V total channel and element name.
Element name is V channel.
Okay.
Element weight.
Okay, and element weight give it as 1. Okay. So now just
So
save it.
one is like for everything, or like how?
Yeah, I'll explain you that. Okay, once you know all this has been cube and dimension, I'll show you the effect
Yeah.
of element weight once if you have data in the cube. Okay, how it
Okay. Yeah.
impacts. Okay,
Yeah.
so just remember given as 1. Okay,
Yeah.
and now save it. So once again it has given error. Okay,
Mm.
so what is that error? Just click create. So it says all channel data source line consolidate element all channels not found. Why it is saying that?
All channels.
See, if you see this error, it says all channels. Okay,
All
consolidated
channels.
element all channels not found.
Mm.
Okay, because the error is we didn't insert the consolidated name.
Okay.
Okay, we have inserted only
The parent name.
sorry child.
Child.
Okay, consolidated name is total channel. Okay, now
Yeah.
copy this and paste it here and in place of N say it as C.
What is C?
Consolidated. C stands for consolidated.
Okay.
Because V total
Okay.
channel is consolidated, right?
Here like dimension to take dimension element component add. First we have to define the functions. So for
Yeah.
defining, we are giving that V channel, V total channel, comma C. Then
Yeah.
it result comes, right?
Yes.
So first we did not define, that's why it came like error.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
Now go back to your dimension and see channels. Okay. It has been
Yeah.
created. Okay.
Yeah.
Now one more thing. If you see here, you are seeing 2 times golf shop.
Yeah. Two times.
Okay. So actually what we can do, we can just say hierarchy. Okay. So
Yeah.
now it's a problem. If you click here, you are seeing 2 times golf shop and golf
Yeah.
shop.
Yes.
Because if you remember, first we have loaded only
And only the
child elements.
child. Yeah.
And second time we have created the hierarchy.
Hierarchy. Yeah.
Okay. But if you click on this hierarchy symbol, if you see here, there is a hierarchy one.
Yeah.
So it shows only once. Okay. And
Mm.
if you click on all, it shows twice.
Yeah.
Okay. This is not a problem, but still, it is not, accurate.
Yeah.
So what we have to do, go back to the prologue tab, okay,
Mm.
and say here, if it is already there, okay, What I'm saying, if dimension already exists, true. Okay.
Okay.
What I'm saying here, in the true condition, I'm using the function dimension delete all elements.
Okay.
Okay. What happens, we'll see if you use this function. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Dimension create. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If you remember, see how I am writing this script. Okay. So all the if, else, and if it is in one line. Okay. If you see if, else, and if. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is my if condition, and this is my true statement. Else, this is my false statement. So this is the best practice, how to write a script, because if somebody who doesn't know TM1 and if come and see the script, there, it should be analyzed that, okay, this is what it is doing. Okay. If you write
Okay.
in this way only, you can understand. Even tomorrow, if you are going to, TM1, if you want to write the script, if it is in this way, you can easily understand what it is doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now save it and run it. Okay. And go back to the dimension and say channels. See, just come. Okay. If you click all, it's not coming.
Okay.
Okay. This is how we do in Prolog tab. Okay, and in the metadata.
Metadata. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we'll do some R&D. Okay. I'm deleting this channels dimension. Okay.
Okay.
Deleted. Okay. And now we have script. Don't worry, we have script. Now what you do? Just copy all this. Okay. And go to Prolog tab and go here and say Control V.
Okay.
Whether this hierarchy will create or not.
It will not create, I think.
Okay, that
Because
is
it's in
true.
Prolog. It's in Prolog. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's given error. Consolidated element not found.
Yeah.
If you use the same function in metadata, successful. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the difference. If you use
Okay.
the code in, see, earlier I have deleted the channel dimension. It has created now.
Yeah.
Okay. So scripts are very important. So in the Prolog tab, we can only define this much. Okay, and let us do some more, like, advanced things. Control X and go here and say Control V. Save this. Go back here and delete once again this dimension. Say yes. So there is no channel dimension here. Okay. Go back and run that. So what is it saying? Console element all channels not found. Okay. So
Yeah.
we cannot define this in Prolog tab. So now we just only give here. Okay, save it, run it. So successful. Okay,
Yeah.
so channels created. But okay, you no need to do this all R&D. You just say dimension create here and the metadata thing in the metadata. Okay, got it right?
Yeah, I got it. Thing is, for hierarchy, we can do in only metadata.
Yeah. So now how many functions you are used here?
Here 3, prolog 3, prolog 4.
Okay, dimension exists, dimension delete all elements,
Delete all element,
dimension
dimension
create.
create,
Okay,
dimension
sorry,
element insert.
not this. No, dimension element insert here, okay.
Okay,
So dimension element insert, we have numeric and console. If it is string, we'll just say as yes here, okay.
yeah,
The same thing, okay. And dimension element component is for creating the hierarchy,
yeah.
okay. So
So
now,
total is 5
yeah,
different functions.
okay. So this is how we use dimension functions and do that. Now I'll show you the basic here. If you see here channels dimension, right?
Yeah,
Okay. If you double click this, what you are seeing here? Just come once again. Okay, because yeah, no, it's not. Okay. If I double click here, so what it is opening? It's opening subset editor.
yeah,
Okay. Like subset is nothing but narrowing the elements. Now how many we have here? Is it here like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay. So I don't want 10 elements. I want to keep only 5 elements. Okay. Select that 5 elements. Okay. And
mm,
click on this green tick mark. Say keep. Okay.
okay,
Say keep. And this is you see. Just save this. Okay. And if you see the subset, we have like private and default.
mm.
Just say.
What is the meaning that private default?
Yeah, it's private is where if it is you have given any security levels. So private subset where only who have created can see that. In this way, you have created it so that only you can see it.
Okay,
If it is default, everybody can see that. We have access to this particular dimension. We can see that. So now save my subset and click OK. Okay.
so
Under
it's
the
like
channel dimension. Yeah, yeah,
it
yes.
is like
Continue.
the when the security is used, so private will be optional field, right?
Yeah, private option will be like let us say now this my subset is created by yourself. Okay,
Mm, yeah,
so only you can see this my subset. Everyone cannot see. If it is default, everybody can see that.
yeah, okay,
Okay, but in basic we have like two different kinds of diamond subsets. One is static. One is a static. It will be fixed. Okay,
okay,
so if you see here, this is a static subset.
mm,
Okay, there is dynamic subset. Okay, that is a different concept like MDX, multi-dimensional expression. That is what we say dynamic subset. So if it is
yeah,
in that, if any dimensions are created or updated, we can it automatically shows how many elements should be there, how many elements will not be there. That is very advanced. I'll show you further.
mm,
Okay, but as
yeah,
of now, remember this is how subset works. Okay, this is the
yeah,
subset, and you can keep arrange. This is how we narrowing the elements. That's what we say subset.
mm,
Okay. So I can keep only 5 elements. If it is 100 elements, I can keep only 10 elements or 20 elements. And the same subsets I can use in the cube view.
yeah,
Okay. So now, so that is subset. Okay.
yeah,
You remember, right? And now if you want to edit something in the dimension, right click on that and say edit dimension structure. Okay. If you see here, this golf equipment is out of the hierarchy.
yeah,
Okay, you want to keep that in hierarchy, just click on that and drag it under the channels.
mm,
Okay,
yeah,
you can see your golf shop has come. Okay, just save it, and here you have to do something. Set hierarchy sort. Okay, set the
okay,
dimension. Where is set dimension? Setting sibling hierarchy. Okay, you need to keep this one. Okay, set dimension order. Okay,
okay,
click on this, set dimension order, and say hierarchy sort. So if you set dimension order, this will be the order of the our no dimension. Okay, just
okay,
save it. Okay, and click OK. And now go back to channel. If you double click, by default it opens with the subset.
mm,
if you see now, golf shop is in the hierarchy. Earlier it was outside the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is C. When by default, if you double click on any dimension, it opens with the subset.
Okay.
Okay. If you want to edit some dimension structure and all, right click on it and say edit dimension structure.
Okay.
So this is how, see, if you see dimension editor, it looks in the gray color. Okay.
Yeah, total gray.
And the subset, it looks in the white color. So here you can't, edit anything. You can just keep our elements. Okay. You can
Okay.
just, sort out our order. Like, if you want 10 elements or 20 elements, you can keep that and save it.
So, okay, for dimension edit is directly there's option. How to edit in subset?
Subset, like, okay, fine. Now, if you want to edit, see, edit subset is like what? Now you came here and you selected my subset and you want to add one more element.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to add one more element, if you remember, we have direct marketing, warehouse, all this. So go here, okay, and say I need more elements from direct marketing to golf shop. So just say shift and select all, and just say keep it, okay. And now save this because it's already named, okay, my subset. So you adding few element, just save it. Click OK. Override existing subset definition, yes, okay, and click OK. Now go back to my subset and open. You can see all these elements. And now if you want to remove few elements in that, select those and say delete, okay, and say save it, okay. Override existing, yes, okay. Now once again go back. Now we can see only 4 elements in our subset. This is how we can edit, okay. And once again I'm saying editing, you can't edit these names and all. Just you can increase your element numbers or decrease the element. That's how you can edit.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And if you want to save this, let us say I don't want my subset. I'm going back and say that no, okay, and name it, okay, and name it as like my sales.
Yeah.
Click OK and click OK and open these sales. So you can see all those elements under the sales. Okay, that is how you can do edit in the subset.
Subsets, yeah.
Yeah. And in the dimension, what you can do, edit in the sense, dimension
dimension,
arrange the hierarchies. Yeah, arrange the hierarchies. Okay. So right click here and say the dimension structure. I want golf shop on the top of, let us say, I don't think so we can do this. Let's seal it right. Top of this, keep it, okay. And I want equipment rental store at the bottom. So keep it at bottom, okay. And set dimension order. So if anything you change in the hierarchy, always remember you have to say set dimension order.
Set dimension order. Okay.
Set dimension order and say hierarchy shop and save it. Click OK. If you see now, golf shop should be on the top and equipment. See, golf shop should be top and equipment rental store on the top. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how you can do edit, and that is one kind of edit. And other thing you can edit is you can change this factor. Okay, I want to change element properties. Now it is numeric. I want to make it as string. Click on element properties and go to symbol and say string. Okay, click OK. So it's changed to string. Got that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And one more, like you want to change the weight of that element. Okay. So keep it as simple and make it as like -1. Okay. If you remember, okay, for simple you are able to edit the weight factor, element weight. Okay.
Yeah.
But for string, see here, element properties, go to consolidated, you can see the weight factor. Okay. Go to symbol, you can see element weight. But when you say string, this is disabled.
Oh.
Okay. I just remember, I'll show you that effect when it comes to cube load.
Okay. Okay. Now the numeric you gave string, it turned again numeric, right? Department store.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So editing dimension properties are element type and element weight.
Okay.
And the hierarchy structure. That's what we can edit in the dimension. Okay. Remember
element type, weight and
hierarchy structure.
Okay.
Okay. But this is simple, so that I am showing manually. But in general, if you want to edit hierarchy structure, we do here only. Okay, in the metadata tab, we can change it here. Sorry, here. Okay, because
Yeah.
here we know so that we are doing demonstration. But this, changing this element types and element weight, you can come and do it here itself.
Okay.
Okay, so the same even in the real time, sometimes let us say here menswear, some numeric also may become a string. Okay, because when client gives us, we never check that, because we always feel that that is the correct data what client gave us. Okay, after some time in the down the line, client asks us, I want this numeric data or string data, we can come back to the dimensionator and change it here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is how we do with the dimension. So
Okay.
So, how many we used? We use dimension create, we use
Create.
dimension element all elements, and we use dimension element component add, and we use dimension element insert and dimension exists.
Yeah. If I.
Yeah, in general, this is what we use. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So, in place of this, we can use dimension destroy also.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
use dimension destroy, what happens? So, what is the function of dimension destroy? The name of the dimension you want to delete. This function deletes a dimension from TM1 database itself.
Okay.
Okay, what happens? So if any data is there, you can't retrieve that if you use
Yeah.
dimension destroy. Whereas if you use dimension delete all elements, even though you are deleting elements, okay, but when it comes to the data tab, it retrieves the data because it is still in the TM1 database.
Yeah.
Because these elements exist with this dimension name. That's why you can retrieve the data. So that is the difference between the dimension destroy and dimension delete all elements.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So then dimension sort order, it is for, if you have like, 10, 20 hierarchy levels, in that way you can use this dimension sort order.
Okay.
Okay. So this is done. What else? I showed you different types of subsets and dimension, different, only weight factor is there. Okay. So
Yeah.
anything with the dimension. So just you always, follow this. Okay. This hierarchy. This,
Okay.
coding standards. These are all the coding standards. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you if you want to have space or not. Okay, but
Okay.
always say, so in general, what happens after if condition, right? Just say
Yeah.
control and space twice. This space is
Control
enough.
space. Okay.
Yeah, or like, one second. Control space or control enter, not enter.
Control tab.
No, not control tab. Let's see. No, not control tab. What happened? It came to here, control tab. No, tab is not working. It's like somewhere.
Yeah.
Just say control function. Forgot that. Okay. Just say 2 times. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But it should be this much up to here. Shift. 1 second. Let me remember this. Shift. Okay, I'll check. Okay, because I forgot that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So just it should be like this. Two
Yeah.
times. Okay. Okay. So this is how we create dimensions.
Okay.
Okay. So remember this. So you don't have software, right?
Yeah, I don't have that one. I am thinking of telling you that when will you install it?
Yeah, we need to talk with Srinivas because he will be providing it.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
which version is gonna be?
I think I have 10 version. I need to check with Srinivas which version he has.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll check with him and he'll share with you. Okay. Once it is shared, then
Yeah.
you can install it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then what else? So this dimension element principal name is same with like like I said yesterday with the language. That's how we use.
Yeah.
And dimension element delete. Okay. Let me show you how this dimension element delete works. Okay. So copy this. So see, go here and copy and save this as 3 channel and it is see dimension. So save it and run it. Give an error not found in dimension. Element not found in dimension. Prolog procedure 18. Go to line here. Prolog procedure 18. So here it is said that we channel dimension element not found. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'll explain you how PA process works exactly. Okay.
Okay.
So remember this. So when we kept this, it gave an error. What was that error? It is saying that element not found in dimension channels. Okay. So this advanced step, I am exactly saying how advanced step works. So if you remember the parameters used to create the parameters. So now I'll show one parameter. Okay. So say parameter p dimension name. Okay.
Yeah.
And it is string. The prompt question is give the dimension name. Okay. Go to prolog and what we are given p dimension name. Okay. Say this as p dimension name.
Okay.
Save it. Okay. Everywhere. Okay. Now this is okay. Fine. Wait. P dimension name equal to. So this is technique where we give is for automation. Okay.
Okay.
See how now the same script you can see how it changes. So give C dimension name. Okay, the same, and say P dimension name. Save it, run it. If you see here, it's prompting a question. Hello.
Yeah. Give the dimension name.
Yeah, what I have changed is I have created a parameter called P dimension name. Okay, and it gives. Okay, let's give the full name here.
Okay, whatever we give the question here will.
Yeah, it will ask us. Go to prolog. In prolog, in place of channels, what I have done, I have just used the assigning parameter to dimension name. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm commenting this. Okay, I'll come back to this. Okay, I'm commenting because if I say comment, this will not execute. Okay.
Okay.
So this particular line will not execute. And now save it and run it. Okay. Now the data is same. Okay, I have channels data.
Yeah.
Okay, I am giving the dimension name as Ashwin. Okay, and say okay. See, it is got successful.
Yeah.
It means what? What it has been created now?
So the prompt question.
Yeah, no, fine. Prompt question is fine. So remember what this would have done. I have given the dimension name as Ashwin.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what it has been TM1, what it takes, and what it will be there in the dimension. Try to analyze what it have been done there.
You have changed the name to Ashwin.
Okay. No, it won't change the name. It would have created the dimension name called Ashwin. So what elements will be there under the Ashwin dimension?
Like dimension name.
Okay. Dimension name is Ashwin.
Yeah. Elements are, as we remove this V channel, there will be like
No,
maybe like,
we didn't remove V channel. V channel is same.
okay. Hmm. Maybe string.
No. No, let us remove the this parameter exercise. Before that, what we have done in the C dimension name, it was channels. What it has done,
Yeah, it gives the names of all the child.
child, and it has created hierarchy also,
Yeah,
right?
it's a created hierarchy. Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing. Now, what it is done, everything will be same. Only the dimension name changes. It will be Ashwin.
Okay.
Go back here and see Ashwin. Okay, so you can see everything same.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, only that change to change the dimension we did it.
Yes.
So parameter means is for dimension name.
No, parameter is not dimension name. Parameter is where we have created one variable where we can make it is parameterized. If you see like dynamic parameter, this is how parameter works.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us say okay, in dimensions it won't be more, but in the cube we can use this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how parameter works. Okay. Now I am coming back to our working of our TA. Okay. So first it
Okay.
executes the parameter. Okay, and then it comes to the prologue. And prologue it checks what dimension exists and what we want to do. So it executes all the script. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it has created the Ashwin and it checks this code and it comes to the metadata tab. And in the metadata tab, what happens? So there are one function. Okay, dimension
Mm.
element insert is one. Okay, one script, and for consolidated one time, and then creating the hierarchy one more. We have three codes. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let us go back to our source. So if you see here, these are all what this golf shop, department store. These are all n elements. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in our script, what we are saying, we are first inserting numeric elements. So how many we have? Here we have 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens here? This is the first function. Okay. This
Mm.
dimension element insert, it runs 9 times because we have 9 records.
Yeah.
Okay. And this dimension element insert also, it runs only once because we have only one consolidated
Only.
element.
Yeah.
Okay. And once again, this one, it runs 9 times.
Yeah.
Because we have 9 records and for each record it puts into the all channels, this one into this one into this one
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
the under
Yeah.
this, like that.
Mm.
So this metadata tab, like we have 9 records here. Okay,
Yeah.
so this metadata tab in the backend it runs 9 times.
Okay.
Okay, even though if there are million records, it runs million times.
Okay.
So this is what happens under in the metadata tab. In the data tab also, it will run same. Okay, for loading the data.
Mm.
Okay, and what happens in the prologue? It opens the source like CSV file and all those things. It checks whatever we written here, and it comes to the metadata tab, and it runs as many times how many records we have in this way.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and data tab also runs that many times because you need to load data for each and every of this combination.
Yeah.
Okay, it may be 10, 20, 30, 40 like that. And then
Yeah.
epilogue, it just closes the all these things and it comes out. So like if you run this, what happens? It's coming out and we have given name like some ABCD and say okay. It's given error why. And okay, we have to open this source file. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, close this and run once again. Say some ABCD. Click OK. Successful. Okay, this successful comes only after the epilogue tab.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how TM1 works.
Yeah.
Sorry, TA script works.
TI script.
Okay, so parameters, prologue, metadata, data, epilogue.
Yeah.
This is the order. It first goes to parameter tab. So after data source, we are given connection here. Okay, What happens
Yeah.
if you schedule, if you run, it goes data source and picks this source from the particular, give prescribed path. This is the path we have given, okay, for this file, okay. It goes there and checks this CSV file, and it comes to the variables, okay. It checks what are the variables given, and once variable tab is done, it comes to advanced tab, and if there is any parameters, it first executes parameters, and it comes to the prolog tab, and see, it opens the connection between CSV file and TM1, okay. So
Okay.
that's what happens in the backend after opening the source, and it checks this whatever we have written the functions. It executes all these functions, and it comes to the metadata, and it checks whatever we have written here. If it is everything is fine, then it executes that many times. And once this metadata is done, then it goes to the data tab, and whatever we have done here, it also checks each and every line and go back and it load the data into the queue that many times. And once this all thing is done, what epilogue is done, it closes the connection between TM1 and the source, and
Okay.
it comes out of the loop, and it gives the message, even if it is any error message or if it's complete whatever, it comes only epilogue tab is done, okay.
Yeah.
So that's how this TI script works, okay. And the
Okay.
schedule is nothing but to schedule. If you can schedule at what time this particular TI process, then what is the TI process? Diamonds create channel. You can't say like schedule this process. Sure, in the name you can give name as dimension underscore channels,
Yeah.
okay. So today date is December 7th. It is for 6th or 7th.
7th.
Okay, so run every 1 minute, okay, and just save it and run it. So what happens? It runs every time, every 1 minute. It's done, right? So now go back. So if you see here, there is a scheduler, okay?
Yeah.
Let us see what happens. It runs or not. Maybe some setting comment is done right now. Still it is something. It is not running. Should run. Okay, it is running. If you see here, error occurred while chore was running. Okay,
Yeah.
so it automatically runs, but it should ask for the parameter. Okay, fine. That's how it works. Okay,
Okay.
so that's how how for creating this dimension. So dimension element delete. If you come back, delete, yes, double click this. So when we have written here, just let me remove this. Fine, it's fine. So what happened here? It is throwing an error, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, even dimension element delete, we can't use this here. That was the error it was showing. Element not found, because here it is executing only in the prolog tab. It didn't go to the metadata tab. Okay.
Okay.
So before executing metadata tab, it should complete the prolog tab, right?
Yeah.
So what happened here? This we are saying that V channel. Here we didn't use any dimension element insert.
Okay.
Okay, that's why it is saying that element channels that element is not found. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, if you see here once again, channels. Okay, so the error message is element, okay, any
Not
element,
found in
not
dimension
found in
channel.
dimension channels. We have
Yeah.
created dimension here, but we didn't insert elements.
Okay. It
Okay.
means loading the data, insert the image.
Yeah, yes, loading that elements in the dimension. So
Okay,
now
it will be done in data tab, right?
in metadata tab here.
Metadata.
Hierarchy is all metadata. So now go here, keep it here, and
So, can you give it once insert something?
where?
Can you insert something? It's asking insert, right?
Yeah, because okay, got it. Let us say, so let's go here and do this one, and
Yeah.
use this one also here, and save this, run it, and give the name channels. Okay. See the same, okay, because this function it is not working here. Okay, there are few functions which not works in the all the tab. Okay, if you use data tab in metadata, it will not work. Sorry,
Okay,
if you
okay.
if you use dimension element in epilogue tab, it will not work. There are few functions. Okay, we have to do that R&D, but in general, cycle we use like this only. Okay.
So, how to know like which functions will not work in which things like?
That through practice or real time will get it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So because we never think in such a way, because what we want is like we want only inserting like this thing, so that we do
Yeah.
always, yeah, accordingly. Like one more thing I forgot to see. If you see here, like begin generated statement, end generated statements.
Mm.
Okay, this is TM1 one. If you edit anything, it gives an error. Okay, you can't do that anything. See here,
Yeah.
you cannot modify the text in generated section. Okay, so this is TM1 specific system generated thing. If you remember in the first exercise when I given maps tab, there was something in between this like dimension destroy, dimension sort.
Yeah.
So those are all TM1 generated scripts.
Okay.
Save and run this. Save channels. Click OK. So now, if you go back to our channels, so you can see that elements are deleted. Okay. See, it's not there at all.
Mm.
Whatever you do, it's not there because we are deleted that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now go to metadata and just comment this, save this and run it, and say username. Click OK. Completed successfully. Okay.
Mm.
That's right. If you go back to channels, now you can see all our dimensions. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
So
how
one thing that
yeah.
that you are giving that symbols, right, for that name like hash key
Yeah,
three
that is
times.
comment. So this is commenting. Okay. If it's
So
comment, it will not execute this one.
okay, only that particular line.
Yeah, that particular line. Yes.
Okay.
What happens if you remove this? It will delete all the elements.
Okay. Okay.
All this, V channel, this V
It's
channel
like
element.
in SQL also same like this only, right? In SQL.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, you just try to learn the cube functions. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Cube
you have to
functions.
give me.
Cube functions or cube manipulation.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, cube manipulation things.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Tomorrow you have to say, I don't want to go here and check that. Okay.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, fine. Okay then.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
When is the class tomorrow?
Tomorrow same 6 o'clock.
I means today's timing or yesterday's timing?
No, to 6 o'clock. Tomorrow 6 o'clock.
Means today's timing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Bye.